Hi, I'm Stephanie D'Alfonso with another simple way to calm stress and anxiety from my book, one of 35 techniques in my book, Goodbye Anxiety, Hello Freedom. You can get it on Amazon. Um, Chances are you don't have one nearby, but if you happen to have a tennis ball, go ahead and grab that. Otherwise, no worries. You can use a water bottle, or even we can just use our hands. So I want you to think about a situation or event that happened recently that caused you a little distress. And now start tossing the ball back and forth or toss your water bottle back and forth. I would definitely recommend that you don't toss your phone back and forth, because if it falls, you'll break and you'll be anything but calm, which is what we're going for, is to feel that calming effect. If you have nothing within hand's reach, put your hands in front of your heart and swing one out to the side and back, the other out to the side and back. And keep doing this as I explain why in just a moment, if you haven't already started to feel it. But in just a moment, you'll start to feel, ooh, like an ice cube melting. You'll start to feel that stress or tension you were feeling as it starts melting away. And this is called crossing the midline. And it's because obviously we're crossing the midline of the body. Much more importantly, keep doing this, please, so you can feel the benefits. Much more important than crossing the body is we're crossing the midline of the brain. That's the important part, because we're balancing both the left and the right side of the brain. And when we start balancing the both sides of the brain, we are stimulating the parasympathetic or rest, digest, and relax nervous system. So you could just be somewhere sitting and waiting, doing this. Nobody's really going to be like, oh, what's going on? Unless you're like me. So when our son was graduating from high school, I was the overachieving mom. I had to get there 2 hours early so I could get the perfect shot. And for some reason, I was really anxious that day. Keep doing this, because the more you do this, the better it's going to feel. So I didn't think to bring a tennis ball. No, I brought one of my son's lacrosse balls, which is a very heavy, thick, hard rubber ball. So I'm also not the most coordinated person you're ever going to meet. I'm tossing it back and forth, and oops, I drop it, and thud, thud, thud down the metal bleachers. Okay, I go down, I pick it up, I go back up to the top, start tossing it, and yeah, you guessed it. Again, I drop it. It thuds all the way down. Now the bleachers are packed. People are turning around going like, what in the world is going on? So now not only am I anxious and stressed, now I'm beyond embarrassed. So you want to think about what object you might be using as you do this. So crossing the midline, as you're starting to notice, hopefully, all of these techniques are so simple, you could teach them to a 6-year-old. And yet, if you are the parent of a young child, please take care of yourself first. Get these into your routine before you start trying to teach your kids. All right. So, crossing the midline, keep doing it. And I'll be back next week with another technique from Goodbye Anxiety, Hello Freedom.
Get all the techniques. Buy your copy of Goodbye Anxiety, Hello Freedom from Amazon now. And sign up for more videos, tips, and strategies at ibringcalm.com.